Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hot Rod Dad channel. Glad you came and I hope you stay. Today I am in the Smoky Mountains in Townsend, Tennessee, and I am here for the Smoky Mountain AD Truck Nationals. It's held right here at the Tally-Ho Inn, and we are going to check out some 47 to 54 Chevy trucks today. Y'all, the Blue Turtle is here. I see this truck everywhere. I see this at shows all over the Southeast. And they camp everywhere they go in this thing. This your truck, sir?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Rob Pinkerton.
Good to meet you, Rob. Tell us a little bit about this truck.
Okay. It's a 46 Chevrolet cab-over engine.
Uh-huh.
The body is. It sits on a 03 Silverado chassis.
Okay.
All the Silverado running gears there, except the engine transmission been pushed back 4 feet.
Okay.
I do run a LS1 intake and oil pan for the low profile.
I see.
Camper does come off.
So this is essentially a flatbed truck.
It's a 12-foot flatbed in day-to-day use. Camper goes on for just what we're doing. We're on our way to Alaska, actually, in this thing.
Alaska?
Alaska.
Oh my goodness.
Canada, back down through the states, across the states. Alaska, California, Washington State.
So how long is that trip going to take you?
8 to 9 weeks. This is day 3. We just started.
You're obviously retired.
Yes. Yeah, this was like a lot of retirees. We've been planning this for a couple of years. COVID
I see.
Slowed it
Yeah.
down. Now things are open back up, so now we're like, we've got to do this now.
So let's take a little peek inside right here.
Sure.
Give us the grand tour.
All right. So
is this all the states you've visited so far?
So far, that's where we've been, and a few of them multiple times. Everything on it where it says 2022 is this trip. So these are later, but that's this trip. So
So you're gonna get a lot of it knocked out.
Yeah, we're heading all the way through here, Canada, back down California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and then work our way back, and then back over to South Carolina.
And so here's a little bit of info about the camper and the truck itself. All right, let's take a peek inside here.
Daily driver. Has been for almost 190,000 miles now.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's 2 beds because my son-in-law would go to races in this. Got pop-out windows. Those are handmade.
Kind of
get a little ventilation.
Little porthole windows in it.
Yep. This is magnetic and removable. I gotta have the dogs playing poker. So that folds down, and then the air conditioner, which is under the seat, goes in there.
So you can just pop that in. And
pop it in. There's a generator in one of the toolboxes. So other than that, we have, obviously storage in there.
Got a little food prep area right here, a little kitchen, refrigerator,
containers. The engine's under there. So that the fake brick pops out. Then there's a metal door
to give you access to the engine.
Yeah. Should I need it's there. It's 12-volt lighting, 110-volt accessories. The truck can provide either. Also has an engine-driven air compressor. So
another little porthole window over here.
Run pneumatic stuff. So it's not bad.
Home away from home.
It's not the Hilton, but it does the job.
That's right.
Inside the cab, you have these are actually Volkswagen seats. They have tilt back, lumbar support, all manual stuff. Then all the electronics and wiring,
all hidden back there,
and all fuel injection stuff.
Air conditioning.
Oh, of course.
Gotta have the air conditioning.
Gotta have air.
Very nice.
Little console, cup holders.
You said these were Volkswagen?
Yeah, they were actually out of a 2011 Volkswagen Golf. They're junkyard seats.
Okay, and you said the door latches and
the
handles.
The door latches are actually out of a 98 VW Bug.
98
kind of
VW.
There's still a little bit of work in progress.
Yeah.
But that gives you power locks. And it has power windows.
I see.
So just hit the switch and lock it and good to go.
Yeah.
It's not the shiniest truck around, but it is useful.
Oh yeah.
And it's proven super reliable. So
very cool rig, sir. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
No problem.
Good luck on your journey.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. You have a good afternoon.
For those viewers that are watching that may not know what AD means, that is just initials. That is abbreviated for Advanced Design. This was the first design GM offered after World War II, and they were hugely popular. This is a 3600 model. It has the extended bed right here, so this would be a long bed. The 5 window cabs were offered from the very beginning. A lot of people think that those were specific to a certain model year, but they were offered from 47 all the way up to the 55 first series. And when I say first series, that means that was a split year for General Motors. Here's a great example of a 55 first series truck. Very little difference between the 54 and the 55 first series. Like I said earlier, the 55 first series was made for 1 year or 1/2 of the year in 1955, and then they changed body styles entirely. One clue on 55 first is the badges on the hood is different from the 54. That's the only year, and it was only 1/2 a year that they produced that emblem right there. Another difference from the earlier trucks and the 54 55s is the bed rails are flat on top. The earlier trucks are angled. Also, the stake pocket was redesigned that year. Looks like they've got a little teardrop camper with them. Probably camping all weekend, I imagine. Several of the folks that came from out of town staying all weekend. Some of them are camping. Some of them are staying right over there at the Tally Ho Inn. This truck appears to be done on an S10 chassis.
Sorry that he's crawling around under your truck.
Kind of got a satin finish to it. Gorgeous truck. Love the way they done the bedwood in here, so you got access to the chassis under there. You can work on it or display your handiwork. Lowered nicely on some big inch rims. LS powered.
And then you'll run.
Probably the most custom truck here. Numerous modifications on the body of this one. Starting with the hood, it's got these reversed blisters on the hood. It's been shaved of its trim. It's been chopped. And it has custom Frenched headlights. And those are from a Buick or Pontiac, I can't remember. Very custom paint work on this truck. I really dig the way they did the flames on this. Old 50s trick right here with the Frenched antenna. Some nice, tasteful 50s style pinstriping on it. And it's got a Impala dash in there. Very nice truck. You got everything here today, from stockers to shiny restored trucks, custom trucks, and you've got patina trucks and old beaters here. This truck appears to be done on a S10 chassis. And he's calling some backup transportation back here in the back. Really dig that bike. Got several guys here that came all the way down from Ohio to be here at this show. First saw this truck at the Southeastern Truck Nationals, and it was just a project at the time. They've got it on the road since, still working on it. What a great looking truck though. Love that orange patina on. Looks like it's got the LS Fab dash pieces on it right there. And those have been customized. Really dig the inserts in those seats.
I didn't ask him that. He goes, well, you need my hood.
LS Power, but it's got the old script valve covers on it. Air conditioning, airbagged. Really nice.
Yeah, I want it. And then, so then I had to find the GMC tailgate. Yep. And
here's another one of the guys from Ohio. They drove all the way down Thursday, I think it was. So they're spending all weekend here. Another slammed truck right here. Custom frame on this, at least the rear section anyway. Love the luggage rack on this. Really cool. And I love that you can kind of see the work that's went in back here in the back. Another of the Ohio bunch right here. Very custom dash in this, and something that every AD owner needs. Cup holders. Killer grill guard on this. I'm not sure of the manufacturer of that or if that's a homemade job, but it's really neat. Y'all, I'm proud to see that I'm not the only flatbed here today. I found a really cool one right here. This your truck, sir?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Clinton Justice.
Good to meet you, Clinton. Tell us a little bit about this truck.
That's a 1950 3800 one ton. I've had it several years. Bought it the cab really about the way it was when I got it, but I've changed the bed on it. Had an old wooden bed, but this is all walnut. And
so you did the bed
yeah,
on it?
Yeah, I built custom. Me and my father-in-law built the
It's
bed.
gorgeous.
And, it's all rough. It was all rough saw walnut.
We got some storage down here,
yeah,
little tool boxes. Yeah.
And, but I like these trucks. I've got a 47 at home. This is 50. My boy's got a 52 here, so we like them. We're into them.
So let's take a peek inside right here. I learned to drive in a 1950 Chevy. Love the gear shift in this thing. Got a couple of cup holders here too. That's a unique little feature. So what do we got for engine?
That's 235. When I bought it, it had the 216, but 216 had the Babbitt rods in them. I was a little bit rough on them.
So you
couldn't handle it.
So you upgraded to a 235.
Yeah.
For those of you watching right here, the 216s originally had Babbitt bearings in them. Those were essentially lead, and they didn't last very well. So later, the Chevrolet upgraded to a 235 with insert bearings and a full pressure oil system. So that helped out a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us about your truck, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Right back there, you can see the beautiful backdrop of the Smoky Mountains. Probably got about 50 trucks here today. We'll stroll around here and take a look at a few of them. Nice little 54 right here, looks like. Kind of got a little bit of an old school hot rod vibe going on with the wide white walls and the steelies and the little hubcaps. Really cool bedwood in this one. Not sure what that is, actually. It's kind of got a gray tone to it, but it's not actually wood, I don't think. Doesn't look like it's got any grain to it. Looks like some barnwood in this one. That's what I love about these old trucks. You can just kind of apply your personality to whatever it is you're building. And these trucks look good just about any way you do them.
Like I said, we cleaned up the crossway. We've been everywhere. It's not meant to be in the garage.
Over here's another 54, this red one right here. And there's a really good example of the difference in the grills. This one's had the hood smoothed, had the trim deleted on it there. Mostly stock body, looks like, on this one. This one's got the gas fill located in the fender right there. That's pretty neat. And of course, y'all have seen Oscar here before. The only Suburban I've seen here today. This has got the accessory picket fence grill guard, they called those back in the day. And this one has the barn doors on the back. These come two options. You could get the barn doors or the clamshell doors, what they call them, with the tailgate that opens up, or the gate that opens up on the back, the window, and then the tailgate that folds down. Here's another one of the flatbeds here today. I think there's probably three, counting Oscar. A really nice truck right here. Love the grill guard on this. Small block Chevy powered, looks like. And this is a 51 vintage license plate, county 60, so that would be Sparta, Tennessee, I do believe. And that P2 designation was for a truck. Nice patina on this truck. Do you belong to this flatbed?
I do.
What's your name, sir?
John Lowry.
Tell us a little bit about this truck.
It's a 51 Chevrolet 3800. Got a 350 Chevrolet engine, 14-bolt rear axle, stock frame, stock transmission. I put the 19.5 aluminum wheels on it and built the bed for it. And,
so it's on its original frame?
It's on the original frame, yes, sir.
Beautiful bedwood on this. Can we take a peek inside?
Sure.
Is this the original paint on the truck?
It is.
The original paint even. Got the Chevy heater hanging down there under. Got the deluxe heater. And if, for those of you watching, the deluxe, it would draw air from these vents right here from the outside. Incredibly solid truck. Really nice example right here. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Thank you.
There are a few vehicles here that are not Chevy trucks, or not 47 to 55 Chevy trucks, I should say. And this is one of them. This is a 46. Looks like it could be titled as a 47, as they did make this body style up till about April in 1947. This is what's considered Art Deco design. Interesting little feature on this truck. They kind of did bumperettes on the front. That would have been a complete bumper originally. They've split it and rounded the bumpers off on the ends. That's really cool. Another interesting feature of these trucks, the hood opened from the side and the hinge is in the middle, so you could fold those up from either side. And my favorite feature of these trucks, I used to have one and I used that all the time, this window cranked out to give you some ventilation in the cab, and it cranks out via that little crank handle right there on the dash. All in all, it looks like they're going to have about 50 trucks here today, and there's a few other special interest vehicles here. Not too bad for the first year of having this show. Up here's one of the special interest vehicles that I was referring to. Looks like a 35 Ford Coupe. Several of the folks here today have got trunks in their bed. Looks like small block Chevy powered in this truck. I like the air cleaner on it. Kind of a Cadillac style. Really cool door art too on the Rick's Recycled Relics. I love the use of the recycle emblem right there on it. So one of my favorite things here at the show today is not even a truck, it's this bicycle right here. Tell us about this bicycle.
Well, it was my father-in-law's, and he had sold magazines and got got enough money out of it for selling magazines, and bought that for back in 1953, and that's what year the truck is, 53. So he drove it and had that bicycle, said he rode it all over the country. Put many miles on it.
I don't blame him, that's a really cool bike.
So we just put it on here to give it a look. So.
I don't blame you a bit. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
All right.
Saw this one pulling in this morning. This is absolutely gorgeous. Dark hunter green. Beautiful interior. Mostly stock appearing on the body. Small block Chevy powered on this one. Got the old American racing mags on it. I think those are 200S's on it. Man, this thing is gorgeous. I just love this truck. This your truck, sir?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Brian Smelser.
Tell us a little bit about this truck, Brian.
Well, it was originally my grandpa's, and me and my dad, it sat for about, I'd say 20 years in my dad's basement, and then me and my dad decided one day we was gonna fix it up in honor of my grandpa.
Yeah.
And we just, it took us about 6 years or so, and we just, labor of love, we just finally got it done. And,
it shows. Come up here and let's take a look inside right here. I love that you got this photo album right here. Now, is this your dad right here?
That's my dad, Jack Smelser, yes.
Okay. And you said earlier.
That was my grandpa's pipe up there. That's where he kept it when I was a little boy. Riding in the truck, that's where he had it.
That's your grandpa's pipe.
My grandpa's pipe.
Right in the same spot.
Yes, sir.
As when you was a little boy.
Yes, when I was a little boy.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Gorgeous truck, sir. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Appreciate you.
Probably one of the most unique trucks here today is this utility bed truck. Love this pop vise on it. Tell us about this truck a little bit.
Yeah, so this is a 1955 window. Question we get asked all the time is, did the utility bed actually come on it? And it did. At least it was on it for most of its life.
Probably a factory option, I guess.
We actually pulled it out of Idaho.
Oh, wow.
And so it was in pretty rough shape. Did a lot of metal work on it. Had to rebuild a lot of the beds, all the cabinet doors, etc. Did a Heights front end, Moser rear end, LS1. Cleaned up the interior, power windows, and this truck was actually built for a customer, a paint and drywall business, and so they actually use this truck as their estimating truck.
So that's their logo on the door.
That is their name and logo, and so far in 2 years they've put about 28,000 miles on it. So
great piece of advertising for them.
That's
I guess.
right. That's right.
Right there.
And they use it.
Tell us about this little logo right here.
So that's our Bear Brothers logo at the Bear Brothers shop, our truck shop in Johnson City, Tennessee.
So for those watching, they can find more about you.
Find us at bearbrothers.co.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Have a good one.
Hey y'all, thanks for coming along with me and checking out some of the cool trucks at the Smoky Mountain Truck Nationals here in Townsend, Tennessee. Till next time.
Y'all get out there and build something.
That's right. Y'all get out there and build something.